So, I feel like I'm channeling a lot of information lately. And it's crazy! But here it is. It is the 23rd of January 2012. All synchronicity is increasing. The American government is trying to annihilate the internet through the rouge of copyrights, really. Trying to pass laws, and while the public is awake and angry, they see the stupidity and infertility of their ways, and now the law may not pass. Regardless of the law, yes, regardless of the law, they shut down Mega Video. Just shut it down. No courts, no due process, whatever that means. They just shut it down. There's an information czar responsible of who knows what. And there's drug czar responsible for who? Why all this insanity? Why all this craziness? Do people not see how silly it is? So, huge, unsolvable national debt problem. Is it? Having the resources and the knowledge to make the deserts green with food forests. We have no money, just resources, and there's must be a war, must conquer more countries. Arab countries, yes, or whatever countries with oil. Make something up. Just get me the land. Alright, so oil fuels are evolving civilization. But evolving where? Are there free energy technologies? I don't know. Many claims. 2011. Very interesting scientific theory. Brilliant, really, to count for anomalous effects that was always hard to reproduce of anti-gravity and fusion, room temperature fusion, what has been called cold fusion, because it does not necessitate a huge, dangerous reactor that reaches millions of Celsius in order to do anything. So, is it not wiser to have like $1 billion in some sort of a Manhattan project to make free energies now? Could be amazed what we already know and found. No. We shall make more war, more debt. But what is this debt? It is phantom, magic casino money that the banks create and they loan it to people to pay back at interest. They create money which has value, out of nothingness, which is kind of a crazy magic trick, right? So all money has to be owed back to the bank with interest, always. So if this slave money or fiat money is money that is sold into existence at a cost that is higher than the money itself, principal plus interest, then the casino game could say that the house always wins, magically. If the banks won't create enough money, more debt money to pay the previous cycle, all money will implode until there is no money in existence because it must all be paid to the banks. So we have people knowing this and paying attention to this, more people understanding this. What needs to be done? Should government just make money without debt, thus eliminating this bubble of money that is not owned by its users, slave money, and not allow the system to have a monopoly on the creation of money out of nothing as a debt that can never be repaid. It's kind of a genius system to rule. Very sinister. Genius. So, should government make debt-free money, paid services, paid interest, and just rebalance the system with honest money versus crazy money, which is always owed to its maker, always owes more to its maker? This is not about the gold standard or the silver price, which is awesome. You should buy silver. This is about how you create wealth. How do you take enormous, insuperable knowledge that you have about anything? I mean, okay, about in June or May 2011, I first heard that there's this scientific research which have proven and shown that you could grow any tissue at a lab, such as skeletal muscles and other tissue which we like. So you can grow a steak, great steak, out of the best pig or the best kosher animal, otherwise than pig. And you can just make steaks at a lab. It will cost you nothing, almost. Very small fraction of what it costs to keep alive for a year or two and feed a huge herd of herding animals, poor animals. I like meat though. So synthetic meat. And this year, 2012, we're gonna see it. So, as the so-called time wave advances, the ability of humanity to manifest reality within matter evolves as we learn to harness new energy, new technology, and genetic engineering, and other crazy internet connectivity software that we'll build between ourselves, like YouTube or other things. And this form of telepathy will make us ascend. into a new dimension or whatever. But it will, and the technological singularity is coming. And it's like we're seeing little drops of it, like before the storm, the hail. And in the next couple of years, more people in Africa will start receiving internet connected cellular phones, mobile phones, than most people on the internet today. About 1 billion Africans. So I'm saying a revolution is coming. If you want it or not. And power to the people. Oh yeah. And power to the people. Oh yeah. Ain't no power like power to the people. Power to the people. Say what? So if each of you know his role and his position and what the universe wills it to do your part and be happy and be glorious and be compassionate. There was this Tibetan monk that was imprisoned in the holy land of the high mountains of Tibet by the whatever authorities, the evil, whoever they are. And he was in prison for like 20 years, and they beat him and tortured him. And then one day, this monk got out, and he said that his biggest pain has been to have compassion for its captors and their ignorance. How painful. So this is what we are, and maybe it's important to speak of these things, for they may be spoken and known. We are the people of this planet. We are aware, we understand, and we will deliver what it is that is meant to be. Amen.